So, okay.
So what was we?
Yeah. So.
So what was we talking about?
Yeah, out of the blue is what we were talking about. Yeah. So.
How it come about.
Can you remember when? Do you remember what year it was? I know what year we recorded it.
I can't remember the year, but I remember
we recorded it in 2018, and I don't think it was that long before that we wrote it. So I reckon we wrote it in 2018. But I remember you coming around. That's when we used to do a lot of writing sessions.
Yeah, I was just going to say that we had a lot more time then, didn't we?
Oh, the irony! We had loads of time to write, but less reason to write. And now we've got so much reason to write and a lot less time.
Yeah, it's just, and it's so frustrating, isn't it?
But having said that, even though we haven't got very much time to write,
we still brought out 2 albums.
Last year we brought out 2 albums. The year before we brought out a 12-song album. The year before that, so we've done a fair bit.
We are quite prolific.
Yeah, do you know, my friend said that we were prolific the other day, and I always remember thinking, I used to think prolific meant good, and it turns out it just means a lot of. And I think it's because people would have said David Bowie was a prolific songwriter, and David Bowie was a good songwriter, so I always kind of put the two together. It just means a lot, that's all. We write a lot.
We do write a lot, but we love. I love writing.
Yeah, it's my favourite thing to do. Well, it's kind of on par with recording, actually.
I mean, for you, it's different for me because I can just get my phone and start writing lyrics. For you, you have to literally go and pick your guitar up,
set up
and get your keyboard up and go for it.
Yeah, that is a bit of it's a bit of a barrier. There is definitely something about having everything set up and you can walk in a room and push a button and start playing. The fact that I have to set things up in the cabin just means you can't do it for 5 minutes.
I mean, I think without the blue, I think that was the beauty of it. You know, for me to go work in the taxi that night.
Yeah.
Sitting on the rank for ages.
Tell me, so were you on King's Cross?
Yeah, I was at King's Cross.
I remember we're doing really long shifts at that time.
Yeah, I was really.
And you'd had enough of it.
I'd had enough of it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was like really down time, wasn't it? But so I was on the rank, and I remember I used to have a pile of pads in my footwell down there, didn't I? I'd always have songs to be written. But yeah, so I started to write this. You know when that day. I had that melody in my head. I don't know how or where it came from, but I'm so glad it did.
So you came round.
Well, that morning.
And I was in the kitchen.
Yeah, literally. Remember you still had your kitchen bit, didn't you? Double doors.
Yeah.
And I remember you was round the corner a little bit because you went, well, go on in, sing that first verse what you got.
Yeah.
Because I only had the first verse, didn't I? And then as I was singing it, you sort of leant round the corner and went to me. Can actually hear every single note on the keyboard. I can hear everything on that song. And I went, well, that's unbelievable, isn't it? For us, when that happens, that's gold, isn't it, for us?
I remember I wrote the solo. So I picked up on the melody and the whole music was based around that opening melody. Man. But I could hear it all, and it's not always like that. Sometimes, so we recorded the demo for that, but we recently sent the demo out. Well, a few months ago, we sent the demo out to our patrons as like a little kind of here's a thing, a little like nugget from that song when we first recorded it at home. Just a really simple demo, and it's almost exactly the same as the studio version. Obviously, the quality is a lot different, but it's almost the same. So it didn't really change from the very first time we recorded it to being in the studio with a full band.
And I think that's the same. I think that's the beauty of that song, And for us, we didn't know it was going to be that.
No, I mean we're talking about it now like it's some big thing, and obviously on our scale, it is a big thing because in 2020 that song, showing that song to people on social media, gained us over 60,000 new followers in 1 year.
And
which for Ed Sheeran is he would go what? Mm.
Yeah.
But for us, it was kind of life changing.
Yeah. And how many hits did we have on it? Do you remember? It was like...
Well, I can tell you at the moment, as we record, it's been viewed over 2 million times.
That's unreal, Pete. Like, I'm in shock sometimes.
I mean, most of them hated it, but they all looked at it.
But you see it every time. And you think we done that 15 minutes of...
that 15-minute video?
15-minute video of that. And
so that was at the end of a songwriting
impact,
session. I had the grey background up anyway.
Yeah.
You was just dressed in whatever you were dressed in.
Just come round to my teacher, wouldn't
And you definitely had trousers on if I remember right.
Oh yeah.
And I just set the camera up, similar to how it's set up now, and just did I think 3 versions of it at different angles, and put that little video together. And it's not the whole song, is it?
No.
And me playing was a little bit of an afterthought because you know that I prefer to be behind the camera or behind the keyboard. But but there still doesn't exist a full video of that song.
No, and we really, I think, like we've been saying, haven't we? We have really got to get dressed up nicely, get some proper video done of that song.
Yeah.
And so we've got a full video of that song because we haven't really got that many videos of any songs, have we?
No, we haven't. We've got a few that
I'll take it all.
Our budget is 0.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
We're self-funded. Our budget is 0, and so so actually for us it's the time to do it. Because
it is, isn't it?
Being both self-employed, it's the time to do it. So, but we should do. But you know, Mama Please is a good video. In my humble opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
And All Alone as well.
Yeah, they're good videos in the studio.
So what about the lyrics of the song? Because you haven't really talked about the actual meaning behind it.
It was, for me, it was doing them long hours, always away. I was never at home, and you know how I feel about family and
can't wait to be out.
I can't wait to get back to them. You know what I'm like. But so you know, the lyrics are all to do with that. Really, just wanting to get back home. And I didn't want to be there where I was. I wanted to be home.
Yeah.
And because you know you're gonna be held and
like a baby.
Yeah, but you know you can come home and have a cuddle, can't you? And you can say hello and you've got people around you that you love.
Yeah.
So that song is really to that.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to take a lot of comfort in the lyrics. And I know that, as with all lyrics, people read different things into them, and that's how it should be.
And that's what I love about songwriting as well.
Yeah, that people will see what they want to see in the lyrics, and that's right, because you know, it's like people's first dance songs. They feel that song is about them.
And we have actually had that, haven't we?
Yeah, Out of the Blue has been a few times actually.
Yeah, they come from videos, haven't they?
Yeah, a few times. It's been people's first dance songs.
For you and me, that is off the chart. Isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is that when people listen to that. Look, they won't probably take a blind bit of notice of that song.
No.
It's just a song that they happen to have not heard of, but they probably wouldn't assume it's a couple of dads that sat and recorded that, that wrote that in the kitchen,
which I think's fabulous,
who aren't signed to a label, but for some reason their music's just ended up being viewed by people all over the world.
Yeah, and we was in not shock, but we was amazed at how much impact that had across the world. Really,
I still am. And isn't it interesting that, and I remember, I think it was, who was it who said that once you've written a song and recorded it, and you hand it over to the people that are listening to it, and it's no longer your song, it's theirs. And that's so true. I sort of am a little bit distant from the fact that we wrote it.
Yeah,
I know that we did, but it doesn't really feel like we did.
No.
So anyway, so that's Out of the Blue. I just wanted to say, like,
just let you know, really.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because I mean, you're watching this video. You've got all the way through this video. I'm assuming that you're enjoying the music. We've got loads of music to share, and we just really wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a background to get to know us and the songs, because we know from the people that really kind of engage with our music that a key part of it is that they know us as well.
Yeah.
So that's why we wanted to do this. So thank you for taking the time to listen to our music, and look out for future stuff that we're going to send out to you.
May it continue, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.